I'm serving every last drop. If she wants to survive in this social circle, she better learn to fall in line.
This season, I'm coming for everything. I want it all.
What's going on, Skye Squad? We are back in the building, and it's time to talk about Basketball Wives. Chime down in the chatterization if you happen to catch last night's episode and what you thought about it, because we got to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. Of course, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. So before we get into that, I want to know if you guys seen wait a minute, hold on, Tish. What you got a bone to pick for, baby? What you got a bone to pick for? Let me know in the chat. Did you guys see Claudia and Jennifer going at it on the social media? Oh yes, on the Neighborhood Talk, baby. So after the Neighborhood Talk posted about Jackie and Jen going at it, Claudia posted, "A truly wealthy person would never move like this. Ridiculous behavior." Now, she didn't at Jennifer, so to speak, but she did comment about it. So Jennifer said, "And somebody tell that broke H-O-E, I think, Claudia Jordan to go open a briefcase and go find some money." Because, you know, Claudia was on the show with the briefcases and the money, right? And go find some money. "I blocked her ASS, so I can't at her. I'm really tired of this B bringing up my name." Now, for those of you guys who may be clueless about where did this beef come from? Where did it come from? Well, it all stemmed back from Jennifer and Claudia both starring on TV One's The Next 15. Now, if you guys can go back and find those old episodes, you will know that Claudia and Jennifer had a strong beef going on. A strong beef, okay, from back in the day. So, of course, Claudia, the clapback queen, says, "Please someone tell Dookie Mouth I never mentioned her name. And when I do open a briefcase, there's enough money in it to quietly get the room I like without causing a scene, acting above it all while simultaneously wearing rented labels. Hashtag something borrowed." Not something borrowed and something blue. Y'all know sometimes these online beefs, they just crack me up because, you know, I don't be taking it that seriously. You know what I'm saying? But I did think it was interesting that the two of them was going at it in reference to this episode, because that is the question. You know, is Jennifer bougie or was the room basic? That's the question that we got to ask ourselves. All right. So let's get into it. On a scale of 1 to 10, what you rate in this episode? Drop it in the chat and also tell me why. Now, for me, I kind of feel like this episode gave me, I'm going to give it an 8.5. I'm going to give it an 8.5 because hear me out. Hear me out, peoples. Good peoples, hear me out. I just feel like, as much as even I'm entertained sometimes by this show, and it's mostly the Jackie of it all, to be honest with you. And I am, for some reason, falling for Duffy, okay? For whatever reason. I still feel like they need somebody to really get the party started. You know what I'm saying? They really do. They need somebody that, like, I mean, and I know y'all gonna be mad at me when I say this, but they do need a Drea. They do need a Tammy. They do need a Evelyn. They do need some type of firecracker. You know who else could have been good? That girl, was it Shania? Sanaya? She could have been good if they had let her stay on that show. She could have been good. So I feel like they just need somebody to come and really just be able to shake things up and give some type of comedy that's got like some real star power, because Jackie cannot carry this show on her own. You know what I'm saying? Jennifer is beautiful, don't get me wrong. But when Jennifer get to arguing with Jackie, as we about to talk about, it's just something in it that I don't believe. Like, I don't believe that this is Jennifer going off on somebody. It just don't seem real to me. It really don't. You know, Megan James was actually a good one too, but I felt like they didn't really take her seriously on the show. So let's get into it. Jackie, of course, has been prompted by Jennifer via FaceTime to come rushing up to the room. Jackie bum rushes the room, okay? Storms into Duffy's room looking for Jennifer, okay, at the door. And, you know, is it really just about this deluxe hotel apartment in the sky, okay? Or is it about more than this? Because we got to get into it. Now, listen, I don't mind a good bougie somebody or another, because I'm a little bougie about my hotel rooms too. If you put me in a bad hotel room, I ain't gonna really ask nobody, do I look like a deluxe B to them? I'm just gonna go and get a different room. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. I I at one point in time did something where I had to fly someplace on an airline that I didn't like, but I didn't book my ticket. I ain't complain. I simply changed my ticket on the way back, because I was like, you know what? I mean, it's not worth all of this complaining. I'm just going to go someplace else. I'm just going to go to another room, but I get it. We got to make some TV happen. So we got to have some theater of it all or whatever. So they get into it. Jackie is up in Jennifer's face. Mind you, Jackie has been carrying this fan around. And I'm thinking to myself, is the lights hot on in the rooms that they be in when they be filming? Do she got too many clothes on or whatever like that? She get to going off, and Jennifer get to get up. First of all, thank God Jennifer learned a lesson from way back in the day, that when you see somebody come bum rushing over to you, you don't just sit there like a lump on a log and let them smack you about the face. No, Jennifer, you get up out of your seat so that you got leverage as well, so that they can't do nothing to you. Now, Jackie apparently did grab her by the wristicle and, you know, was tugging on her and stuff like that. But Jennifer did stand her ground and was barking back. But it just don't seem believable to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I've been watching Jennifer for so long on this show, and I've seen too many people do too many things to her, and maybe she is tired of it. I don't know, but it just don't strike me as the real thing. And it's no disrespect to Jennifer. Everybody ain't got a rah-rah personality, okay? That's just, I mean, it's not, I don't have a rah-rah personality. I'm a jokester. I like to laugh. I might throw a little bit of nice shade at you. Okay, if you ruffle my feathers. But 9 times out of 10, I don't raise my voice. Okay. So watching Jennifer get rah-rah is like, in my mind, like watching myself get rah-rah. It's just not gonna happen unless I'm drunk. Okay. Now, if I'm drunk, all bets is off. Okay. I think I am He-Man. I do not care who it is. But this is also why I keeps a 2-drink max. So now sometimes I go over that, but if I go over in the wrong into tequila land, then it's a wrap. So because I know thyself, I don't do that. So it's just hard for me to see it. Anyway, Angel, of course, is so shocked that all this drama is going down on a basketball wives cast trip. I'm like, Angel, what show do you think you on, girl? This is not some HGTV show. What do you? This is not Basketball Moms, okay? This is not Moms of America. This is Basketball Wives. You saw how it was a couple of years ago when you was on and nobody liked you because you was cool with Drea. You saw how they treated you then, okay? Now everybody treats you polite now because you the ish, okay? You didn't built your business up and you got a legitimate business, legitimate home, legitimate money. And so now they put their respect on that name because they know Mary J. Blige running around up in an Angel Brinks garment. The Tiana Taylor is running around up in an Angel Brinks garment. So they trying to get them some Angel Brinks garments, okay? So at least, I mean, Angel Brinks, you should, please give British some a garment or two, or you know what I'm saying, something to cover up that monitor, baby. Just, I mean, for the sake of fashion, just give us something that'll come down to the flow of it all. Actually, give half of these girls something because I'm so sick and tired of seeing workout gear in every scene where it's not a workout happening. Thank God there was a workout in this episode. Now I know I'm probably wrong for critiquing what these people wearing on the show, and I know that the leggings and the joggers is what everybody is wearing now. I just be feeling like you on TV. Give me something glamorous because I want to feel like I'm watching somebody with an elevated lifestyle and not like I'm watching my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I I'm running around in joggers every day. I don't want to see you running around in joggers every day. That ain't why I watch these shows. But anyway, I'm going down a deep rabbit hole, and so I'm gonna let it go. Anyway, Jackie takes the girls on a tour of the arena, okay? And we learn why this place is so special to her. Oh, I forgot. Jen said Jackie told her to get the heck on. Jennifer says she leaving. Bye. Okay. Anyway, um, they get to going around the arena. They go into the VIP area where Jackie hangs out. And so because this means so much to Jackie, the girls start to really understand why this whole well, some of the girls understand why Jackie was so incensed by Jennifer's ungrateful and ungracious and unbecoming behavior about being a basic B in a deluxe room. Girl, if I know she said online it was no more rooms left in that hotel, but you can't pay me to believe that there ain't no more hotels in Sacramento. You so big, you so ballsy, and you so brassy. Go on over to the Sheraton. Okay, go on over to the Ritz. If you got the coin, they make it in your size when you got the coin, like Nene say. So you got the coin, go on over there. Because I feel like this: if you got the coin and you gracious, all right, if you gracious, see, this is about, they say wealth whispers. You know what I'm saying? They be like, rich people, rich is loud, but real, like wealth, it whispers. So you could have whispered yourself on down to the Ritz Carlton, okay? Whisper it on down there. Whisper on down the road. Whisper on down the road. So, anyway, they got a full lineup of events, none of which Jennifer is invited to. But Angel and Brooke and Angel, Brooke, and Brandy, all these B's on this show got me, and I don't mean B's in the B word, but it's a lot of B's on this show. So anyway, Brandy, Brooke, and Angel, Bab, they go upstairs to visit Jen at the bar. She don't want to stay there no more because she done been through all this drama with Jackie. She say it's not about the room. It's about the stuff that she has been going through with Jackie, okay? She said Jackie was standing over her with the menopausal fan, and Jen said she can't be getting mad at bees who don't have a waistline. Do you mean waistline or waist trainer? Okay. Because that could apply to a lot of different people, which ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But let's not come after the people's waistlines and things like that, Jen. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you're going to be bougie, I mean, be polite bougie. Don't be nasty bougie. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know. So anyway, Brandy even goes so far as to offer Jennifer her suite to try to get her to stay. But she's like, I'm done. I'm over it. So over at Jackie's house, she's prepped dinner. The ladies head over in their Sprinter. Jennifer, as we learned, is leaving and she has left the building. Angel of the earth-sized earrings is realizing that she's needed this break. That's not going to last long, okay? Anyway, Angel comments that it's getting dark, and Brooke says in nice neighborhoods, they don't have a lot of street lights. And I'm like, was that shade or was that real? Now, I done been out in the LA. I will tell you this. When you get out into certain, so this is LA. I don't know about Sacramento. But when you get out into LA to some of these parts, I mean, the house and the houses be nice. They don't have a lot of lights. So I don't know, was it shade? But then you be on the East Coast and you go into some neighborhoods and they don't have a lot of lights, and they don't be the best. But then sometimes you go to some places like to the Baltimore and you see a flashing blue light, and then you don't know where you at. Okay. So I don't know about the lights in the cities. Okay. It could be shade, it could not be shade. I was just first of all, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I don't have a filter today. I am tired. And so if I say something that might be slightly offensive, please don't take it. Please blame charge that to my mind and not my heart. You know what I'm saying? But you know, some days we just got to keep it all the way funky. And I just don't have the energy to do anything otherwise. I don't. So anyway, they get to Jackie's house. The house looks nice from what I can see. I can't see a lot of it, but I can see a little bit. Anyway, they sit down for dinner. They are treated to a bougie meal that Jennifer would have enjoyed. Doug comes in and he warns them that this is a place of love, so y'all keep that mess up out of my house, pretty much. So in order for them to talk about the mess, they got to whisper, okay? The same whispering I told Jen that the wealth should do is the same whispering that they got to do up in this wealth house, okay? With Doug underneath the same roof. Okay. So anytime they mention Jennifer, they gotta, whisper. So anyway, Brandy whispers whether and asking Jackie, because Jackie is the first to bring up Jennifer, even though she claims she don't want to talk about her. Brandy has to whisper, hey girl, did you mean to do that to Jennifer? And so Jackie kind of plays coy, and so the rest of the ladies think she did. All right. Jackie wants to know what Jennifer said about her because she know they went to go visit her. So nobody's saying anything, but Angel tells her, well, Jen said that she doesn't have to be here and that she will never come to Sacramento. So Jackie says that the B can kiss her ASS. Okay. Again, they are trying to whisper this entire conversation because Doug, the overlord, is in the next room. Okay. He's in the kitchen and he is supervising the kitchen staff. I thought Doug was going to be cooking this entire meal. I feel a little bit cheated. Was that salmon dish the only thing that he made? Because I felt like Doug was going to be cooking. Doug is in the kitchen making Ritz crackers, okay, and telling the kitchen staff what to do. So I feel a little tricked. But anyway, it's not like I was there. So Jackie admits that she was holding Jennifer by the wrist, so Jen could feel the electricity betwixt the two of them. And she does reveal that she's been meditating. Okay. I don't know if that's been helping, but what's been helping for Duffy is therapy. Oh, yes. Duffy reveals that she has been to therapy and it's been going well. So Brooke, for whatever reason, all the B's are on the same side of this situation. Brooke says, well, does your therapist talk to you at all about loyalty? Now, First of all, Brooke, this ain't got nothing to do with you. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Doug already told you, don't be bringing that mess up in his house. And here you go, following Jackie's lead, bringing the mess up into the house. Meanwhile, British over there looking like the cat who ate the canary, because she the one who started this whole mess. She the one that had the issue with Duffy posting Malaysia. It won't even Brandy. So now we got a whole mess that's been started by British, okay, Anklet, and now Brooke want to chime in on it. No, Brooke, you sit down. You got enough to think about. Truly. But she's so triggered because her husband was disloyal to her. Duffy is not your husband. You are basically transferring your issues with your husband to Duffy in a situation that don't involve you, because Duffy did nothing to you. Period. Nothing. She's not your man. You deal with your issues with your man, and you still hanging out with him, and he was disloyal to you. So clearly your issues ain't that great. Okay? Stop it. People be putting 20 on 10, and it's like it ain't even all of that. Okay, that's for these girls to work out. And Doug then told y'all, if y'all bring this mess up in here, all y'all gonna be eating is Ritz crackers, because at the end of the day, he don't do mess up in his house, and I don't blame him. Okay, I don't blame him. So anyway, Duffy reveals that she did talk to her therapist about her issues with Brandy, and she's trying to be better. And watch how I feel like Duffy is throwing herself on the cross. Duffy is literally nailing herself to the cross for a friendship with Brandy. And quiet as it's kept, listen, y'all know I do like Brandy as much as I like Brandy. I think that Brandy's actually a good addition to the show, in that Brandy has strong opinions and feelings and that sort of thing. I usually feel like I'm on the other side of those, and I usually feel like she's dead wrong. But ultimately, she got a personality that sometimes you will either love or hate, right? And so I don't know where I was going with that, but I do feel like she be throwing Duffy be throwing herself at Brandy's mercy all the time, and Brandy just be looking at her like, I'm over you. And Brandy, if you over your friendship with her, then just stop being friends with her. I mean, quiet as it's kept, honestly, it didn't seem like you had any issues with Duffy until Duffy started becoming cool with Malaysia. That's really how it translates on the camera. Let's be real. Their issues didn't start until Duffy started extending the olive branch to Malaysia. The only reason that Duffy was probably extending that olive branch to Malaysia is because Malaysia ain't had no other friends or cohorts on this show outside of Jackie. So I feel like production probably made Duffy go on over to the other side. You ain't really got no real beef with her, so you need to go ahead and try to be friends with her too. Period. Malaysia feeling appreciative, posted the Duffy bands on her Instagram page. Duffy saying, oh, well, she did post my stuff, my business. Oh, I'm going to post her too. British, again, somebody putting 20 on 10, got an issue with it. Well, I got an issue with loyalty. Girl, you are not somebody that I want to talk to about loyalty. I don't want to talk to you about no loyalty. No, ma'am. I don't trust you enough to talk to you about loyalty. Period. Not until you tell me whether you did or you did not do the things that the people that put that ankle monitor you on you for. So I don't trust you and your opinions yet. I need to understand. Have you given me a yes or a no? I don't know if you've given me a yes or a no yet. So, and in this country, you are innocent until you're proven guilty, unless you're black. But for the most part, we're gonna try to use the real court of law, and we're gonna allow her to be innocent until somebody say otherwise. But at the end of the day, since you're on this reality TV show, can you tell me, did you do it or not? Okay. But I know that's not gonna help your case, because since I don't know, and since you can't say, I don't really trust what you're saying that much. Anyway, Duffy later on FaceTimes Iman. Okay. All right. And Jackie has invited him to the podcast that she's going to be taping. By the way, editors, the fact that you did not show this podcast is annoying the heck out of me. This podcast is basketball, it's basketball centered, it seems. So it looked like when we get the flashback later on that Natalie Nunn might have been there. I just feel like this could have been a moment that we could have it just would have elevated what I think about the show to me. But I digress. Anyway, um Duffy and Angel and Jackie are ready for the workout. They do the workout, and Brooke reveals to the girls that she's been seeing her husband on the side, trying to reconcile, and she going through it because she feeling weak one minute and then she not the next minute. I think we done all been through this with a relationship, right? Let me say this, and I want y'all to hear me when I say it. It ain't, and I know somebody gonna have a whole difference of opinion about this, but let me tell you what experience has taught me in life. You are not weak if you want to go back to something that you are familiar with, even if it's somebody that hurts you. You're not weak because of that. That is familiar ground, okay? And we as humans like what is familiar to us. So we will go back to the things that hurt us, even if they, it don't matter how much they didn't hurt us. We will oftentimes go back to it. How many times y'all out there and been back with an ex? How many times? How many times? Does that make you stupid? No. What it does is it makes you hopeful, and it means that you love that person. So at the end of the day, Brooke, it ain't weak for you to be having these emotions about this man that's been cheating on you. But at the end, but that should be your prime focus. You focus on that thing that's which you got to figure out, right? Because you do have some things to figure out, but it don't make you weak. But you need to figure those things out and stay out of other people's business. Like Jackie about to tell you in a little bit, stay out of her business. Just like you would not want nobody to be dipping and dabbing up in you and your husband's business. That's why you ain't tell these girls that you've been hanging out with him until now. Okay. So anyway, it's time for the workout, but Angel, of course, is missing. Her child is sick, and she got to go to the hospital and go back to LA. While we do send warm wishes to Angel, I don't think that this is probably the right time for Angel or her Earth-size earrings to do this show. Let's just call a thing a thing. Let's just call a thing a thing. Angel having a newborn, I think, and then struggling so much with balance already. While her story is a great one to tell, I just feel like she has more important priorities than this show will allow her to really she just ain't present enough for me. That's just me. And I feel like, to me, I would have told her, as if I was production, hey, let's make sure that you feel comfortable. I battle with this, and I got to be real with y'all. I really battle with it. There is the reality of a mom having a sick child. So allow me to process this moment right now. There is the reality of a mom having a sick child or multiple sick children. So there is nothing wrong with showing that. But I think it was also because she also seems distinctly disinterested in the drama of it all. They're not really showing her business at all. That I just don't know if this was a good time to film. What do y'all think? I think that's what I think. It feels like too much for her. That's what it is. It feels like it is too much for her in this moment. And that's really it. That's what I think. And it also feels like it's never a good time to film. So I just kind of feel like once she has everything under control and she can really dedicate herself to the filming process, then it would be a good time to bring her back. But it feels like there are two shows happening. One is the Basketball Wives, and the other is the Angel Brinks show that seems right. She seems so disengaged. That's really it. She seems so disengaged. So I don't know. Anyway, it's dinner time at the local winery, and apparently, Duffy talked to Angel, and she headed to the hospital. Um, British says she would have loved for Jennifer to be there, and Brooke tells her that tells Jackie that both she and Jen owe each other apologies. Side note, let me pause for a second. We also got a scene with Jennifer and her ex Jelani. Production, y'all could have kept that. Y'all could have kept that because we know that Jen ain't bit more with that man no more. So cut it out. Cut all his scenes out for the rest of the season. We know. Spoiler alert. We know they ain't together. Let it go, Elsa. Let it go. All right. The jig is up. Okay. The jig is up. We know they are not an item. We know she has moved on. We know that y'all taped this show before so long ago. I mean, stop it. Stop it. Anyway, and furthermore, none of y'all like Malaysia, but y'all steady talking about her. This girl has left the show, and she is still an issue for y'all. Y'all got what y'all wanted. She ain't there no more. So who cares about any of this? Why are we still talking about her? Y'all ain't like her. Y'all ain't like her no way. So who cares? So now y'all don't like anybody that's associated with her. I got you, but you're too scared of Jackie to be real. To take that out on her. I got you. So anyway, British thinks that now Duffy and Brandon need to have a ponderosa. And, Brandy tells them that she don't play by her friendships or her words. And so British says it's all her fault. And you right, it is, girl, but you ain't own it like I needed you to own it. Because if you had owned it like you needed her to own it, you would have said, I actually had the problem with you Duffy, posting that photo of Malaysia. I'm the one who is questioning your loyalty, okay? I'm the one who has an issue with you. You tried to make it seem like Brandy had the issue with her, which led to what she ended up saying, okay? That's what you didn't own. So you are escaping the truth, okay? If you want to talk about it, that's you escaped the truth on that one. So Duffy again nailing herself to the cross, regrets it and admits that it was based off of emotions, and she apologizes also for the situation with Malaysia. Well, from what we find out from a flashback, Brandy told British that she didn't have no issue with the post from Malaysia. So now I'm extra mad at you, British, because now I know that you really escaped the truth when you talked to Duffy. Because you still made it seem like it was Brandy that had the issue. You was the one questioning Duffy. It was you. Anyway, the loyalty thing is what cut Brandy so deep. Duffy says that, she was relayed that there was an issue amongst the group about the Malaysia post, and I thought you were mad about it, which is completely reasonable based on what British told her. Okay? And again, we get the flashback of British bringing it up to the group and Brandy saying she wasn't mad about it. So again, why then British go back and tell Duffy that you made it seem like Brandy had to, I can't. So Brandy thinks that Duffy was just jumping to conclusions. And I'm like, no, girl, she wasn't. She was told that there was talk about this. I'm sure she was told by Jackie. I'm sure she was told by British, because she brings it up to British that British was the one who started the conversation at the table while she wasn't there at the Smash Room. Anyway, she thought that, it's this the second time that Duffy has jumped to conclusions. And Duffy, again, for the 800th time, is apologizing to Brandy, okay? The Lord of Lords, okay? And yet again, Brandy is shutting her down. Duffy says, I would like to forget, forgive, and move forward. Brandy says she will forgive, but she will never forget. So do you know what that means? She is going to hold on to this thing until the end of the season, baby. Because next week's preview, she's still crying about it. Next week, Jackie and Jennifer still arguing. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't fall asleep. So anyway, that's all we got to say about this whole situation with Basketball Wives. I'm right now going to go and escape the boredom, and I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Okay?
So, Desiree Davenport, what are you hoping to accomplish with this show?
Honestly, I've lost everything in the most horrible way possible. And listen, I want it all back. I'm willing to build it piece by piece, and I mean brick by brick.
Oh, honey, she is done. I bet you a Birkin she doesn't last all season with us. Just watch.
I'm Misha Hill, and I'd like to consider myself the matriarch of this dynamic group of ladies. I mean, someone has to keep them under control.
I'm Davita Delaney.
I mean, I think I could teach these ladies a thing or two about how to get and keep a good man.
They said she was a gold digger. She didn't hear that from me.
I'm just really looking forward to being surrounded by other empowering bosses.
Yes, I know exactly what she's doing. And if she keep playing in my face, I'm gonna have to let her off her dirty little secrets just like she did to me. And I'm not playing.
Let's get this straight. If I brought you into this circle, I just as easily can take you out. She ain't running nothing over here, okay? She needs to be worried about running that household and worried about why that husband of hers is never at home.
Oh, hell.
Ooh, child, this is about to be a mess.
Oh my God, I hate mess. What in the world did I get myself into?